Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo.
And Shrutspa. Yeah.
Are you Sanki?
Little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you?
Always. The best people are. Isn't that from Alice in Wonderland?
Is
It
it?
is. It
Sanki?
is.
They use
No,
the
she
word
says-
Sanki?
No, they didn't use the word Sanki. Wait, I will find this quote. It is
madness.
mad.
Yeah.
You're mad, bonkers off your head. But I'll tell you a secret.
Correct.
All the best people are. So, but
Yeah.
it fits the
Yes.
situation.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
let's do it. This one is one of the big feature tracks with Raga and Aghor and Seedhe Maut and Says on the Beat. And of course, Ikka. My God.
कोई रह गया था क्या?
नहीं.
क्या चल के रहा था? Recording के time सोचा यार एक गाना बनाते हैं, ऐसा करते हैं, everybody report.
जो भी जमुना पार्क के आसपास है जिसका होगा.
सब आ जाओ.
Let's do it. So, okay, here we are. Let's get into it. Sanki.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, play.
Says on the beat, boy.
You know what time it is.
लूंडे मेंटल सारे कुत्ते जंगली आके भिड़े कोई खुले दम की लोड़ा सुनते ना किसी की करते मन की शहर दिल्ली लाला यहाँ लूंडे सारे सने की 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 लूंडे सने की को सनक चढ़ी पुश्ते पे किसी रैपर की फिर से लाश पड़ी दिल्ली वाले चोरी छाती लेके घूमे आन बड़ी देती है उतार रामपुरी यहाँ झांझ पूरी जी हजूरी बाप को छोड़ के किसी की ना की कैलिफोर्निया वाले जी के लगवा दी मिर्ची इन चीज की जी में फंसा देंगे बीबीसी ये लौंडे इनी मिनी मानी मो ये मेरे मिनी मी ये लौंडे कसी तू से तू मैन के दूध पे गांडे फट्टे रोज हुड में मुफ्त लौंडे ग्रुप में लौंडे हैविंग नो मर्सी बजते गाने लूप पे बीट दे मेरे चूपे बस करूँ किचन में हिट गाने कुक में खुला मेरे लिए बेबीलोन बम्बा क्लाउड ट्रैक का टोन स्मूथ जैसे चीच एंड चोंग फीलिंग लाइक मैगाट्रॉन अपने आगे है तू कौन लेब्रोन जब आपने बोल करते स्कोर फैंस में शोर गैंग करे बैंड्स में रोल गांजा स्मोक मैं डीएमएक्स हो तू लेब्राडोर सने की सने की लौंडे सने की
दिल्ली शहर से लाशें मिलती है नहर पे तोड़े टांगे चौराहे पे लौंडे भरी दोपहर में गुंडा करती तो खून में सीखा करते थे स्कूल में रैपेट पढ़ते थे गल्लों पे दहशत गर्दों को ढूंढ ले कान खुले में रातों को पीछे ठुल्ले भगाते हम बेटा सुनते ना बातें सड़कों पे मुद्दे उठाते खाली करते ना वादे जो करते सीधा निभाते नकली लड़के ना साथ घूमे कोई क्या ही उखाड़े आके मिल हम जीते बातों से दिल जो दौड़े माथे पे किल फिर लौड़े पिलाते गिन तू सीधा लाशों में मिल हम पहले खाते थे पिल बेटा हमारी आदत है पुरानी हम सीधा बनाते फिल्म बस अपनों से है बनती हम दिल से देते गारंटी किस्मत मेहनत से बचम के ना किसी की रहमत चलती हर दिन जीते जैसा आखिरी फिक्र करे ना कल की रिप्रेजेंटे मेरी दिल्ली तो लौंडे सुनेंगे संकी
सने की 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 लौंडे सने की
Dark side let the demons out उल्टे क्रॉस स्पीकर्स दे गवाही ऑफ ईथर माउथ मैं भीतर तक कमीना पर अपने बंदों के लिए अब bring the guns out नर का रास्ता नापता black pope I got the nuns out वो रखती सब out जब तक funds out जले सब loud संगठन सीधे मौत रागा प्रथम पी बड़े कुत्ते AKA ये सन की छोटे कुत्तों की बलि ये AKA ये मंचीज मैं देखो बुशकाशी जैसे चालू है बैटिंग सीजन ये सिपाही बैसाखी पे जीने का ना कोई रीजन तेरी पसली चटका दूं पी के ज्यादा जान की ना कीमत जिंदा बंदे दफना दे लेके इधर हम सही कीमत फ्रेंड्स विद द मॉन्स्टर असली कोका प्लांट प्रोडक्ट अपना खुद का पर बिचेस होती स्पॉन्सर ऑर्डर नया पुष्पा भी झुकता चेहरे पे बाउंसर चलाते पूरे आउंसेस सन की दिल्ली का साउंड बिच
सने की 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 लौंडे सने की
ये लौंडे लाखों दे के छूटे तो पहुंचे घर पापी पेट का सवाल है आया ब्लैक से मकान है माया मोकी कमाने टोपी पहनाते लौंडे सन की खोपड़ी पे चाटे टोकरी के भाव में बेकोगे हैं शेर खां आए अंदर सीधे मौत और इक्का करने छेड़छाड़ आए भुस्सी भरने ठस्से में करे हैं ढेर कांड कोई गुद्दी चेक अगर फुद्दू स्पिट करे 38 बार या बंदे किसे कांड और तू बस रेडिट पे डिबेट कर
हूँ मैं दिल्ली 96 का सड़क छाप लौंडी बास जेबों में पैसे अंधे और लौंडे 8 नापे पूरी दिल्ली और पैसों से करते दिल की बात हम हारेंगे नहीं धुआं जब पड़ा हुक्म का इक्का हाथ में खेलते लाख में हम खेलते थे बेब्लेड्स को कढ़ाई में डाल के हम खेलते थे ओवर स्ट्रेस को पढ़ाई में डाल के हम खेलते थे ऐसे कुएं में जहाँ हम साफ थे आम चूहे सब जर्सी घुट रहे हैं धुएं में उन्हें लग रहा है बादल सांसें थाम मैं हूँ सातवें आसमान पे नाम से जान पे कर सलाम और कर प्रणाम हम आँख में आंखें डाल के जान ले तेरी नीयत सवार ले अपनी सीरत
मारे भगा के बीरस हम खाते पक्का के टीरेक्स से रास्ता सिखाता धीरज और दोनों ने यहाँ तक करी बकचोदी जो वो दिल में मैं थोड़ा सा तो सन की लो जितने शो लगे कम है आई मिलने तो नहीं है समय आई भिड़ने तो मूरत सही है यहाँ बंदे थक संगठन है लौंडे सांस ले मेरे शहर का धुआं सूंघ और फेफड़े फाड़ ले चीख पर प्यार से छपकियां पलक और चूम ली मैंने फलक के सर गया सनक तो कानों पे पड़े तेरे सन
की
God damn, that growl.
That growl was completely, and like it, the second it started only, it like, सारे senses alert हो जाते हैं. You're like, wait a minute, क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? Oh, wow. Okay,
Is it weird that growls don't scare me? Like growls make me want to go closer to the dog. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. If the next time that is happening, I think खुद को check कराओ, therapist के पास जाओ कि ये क्यों हो रहा है? Because like
I just want to calm him down, na? I want like.
हाँ, but yeah, correct. Fear
yeah.
quotients are important. हाँ, like खुद के घर पे जब growls हो रही होती है, we know how to handle them. लेकिन जब जंगली कुत्ते are doing that, then one has to be like careful.
That's
You go, oh, so cute.
No,
Hand gone.
like,
what are you gonna do then?
No, I'll just be like, what's wrong? Talk to me.
Like nothing. Give me your hand. Done. Over.
And then all the injections happen.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry. Please go ahead. Talk about the song.
कटे हुए हाथ के लिए क्या injection? Jojo, what is this? Okay, now. Okay, very, very scary. To the point where I was like, so, like, okay. There are so many things that were going on that I just need to like all the visuals, each one. Like I think they had about 4 different setups which were going on, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even talking musically, I'm talking only visually.
Visually.
Like 4 different setups that were going on. Each setup had such a play, completely going on within it. And like each one was distinct. Each one was fantastic. It was really nice and very impactful. Like right from वो start में जब वो growl के साथ अंदर, like, in that really long, narrow room type of entry in that whole red thing, I was almost like hellhound type feeling coming. Because hellhounds have the same growl. And that entering into that kind of a room, I was like, dude, like, ये तो बता कुछ और ही है. And then the way it was going, the flow was so good. In their singing, okay, so first visual, sorry, I'm like going a little all over the place. I really, really liked, when Seedhe Maut came, so Seedhe Maut ka jo wo tha ki when they're holding that lamp, like the little, lantern thing, that throwing light on them, and whoever was singing then would kind of come forward and the light would be on them. That entire visual interspersing with that red room with that, that rectangle at the back, the way they kept doing that, that was fantastic. Aghor wala visual, I was like Constantine. I was immediately like there, and with all the Evil Dead, fully, all that turning and all, I was like, meko which yaad aa rahi. All the films that I have seen, I was only thinking of that. And like, I was also kind of, and I like वो छत पे जो पूरा white था, like everything, like that was quite a beautiful visual, like कि ऊपर से plane जा रहा है and like पूरी छत पे सिर्फ सफेद कपड़े सूखे हुए हैं, and like that book which had that blueprint written on it. And so I was just trying to like put everything together and kind of trying to see that what are they trying to say with all of it, all the visuals that are there, everything. So it's almost like, the super, not the supernatural entity, but it's more like jo sabki dharnaएं होती हैं. One thinks that one is important, like, that particular thing is so important, and one gets a little Sanki about it, not realizing that people outside of those people are thinking, ये एड़ा है क्या? Like, Sanki क्या Sanki बना चल रहा है? But among those, everybody is thinking के, so they have portrayed all of it so stunningly, because it was all the 4 visuals, everybody going into it. It was just, and then that growl, animal instinct versus human nature. So there were so many of those elements through it. One thing that stood out, another thing that like, yeah, beat बहुत अच्छी थी. The way they were speaking, वो सब था. बहुत गाली थी. Full ignoring was happening. लेकिन yet, like, their flow was really good. Among all of it, the one thing that kept me gripped was the way that clarity but how they were going so fast with it, changing their flow, yet the clarity was remaining. And how within those flow changes, it was very difficult. Huh? Like certain delivery patterns I was noticing, I was like, yaar, ye to bahut cool hai. Like, how are they doing this? Like just different kinds of delivery patterns itself were amazing me. So baki kuch ho na ho, the visual and the delivery patterns completely 100% got me. By the end of it, I didn't know whether I really liked the song or whether I was kind of a little bit scared and did not like the song. Like, you know, ek wo hota hai na impact, uska dhakka aisa padta hai that you're like,
you'll have to listen to it again to figure that, you know.
Yeah, or like, is it, you know, that fear quotient when you're enjoying watching a fear wali, like a horror film, you're enjoying it also, you want to watch it, but you don't want to watch it also. That exact thing was happening. I wanted to watch it also, and I didn't want to watch it also. वो इकट्ठे हो रहा था. हाँ, exactly. वही. My this का version is one cushion. I will like एक आँख निकाल के cushion के पीछे से, like that's going to do anything. But yeah, overall, I think अच्छा ही लगा रही इतनी बात कर दी तो.
I know. I'm just thinking, this is not someone who didn't like the song.
Clearly.
But fully. The visual was stunning. Vaksh, Vimal, and team, like, hats off. Very well shot, because it's not easy. But there are 4 collabing artists if you count Seedhe Maut as one, and because the beat sort of switched in each portion of the 4, to also give it that change visually is no joke.
Yeah.
And they were so starkly, starkly different. I would say Raga's was starkly different. The others were more dark. The one I loved the most was Raga's, because it was completely different. Full white, chat pe, khule, like daylight mein. And that whole like, you know, the hidden meanings of that book, and that man sitting on the charpai next to him, and that whole like sort of subtle subliminal messaging that's going on there. All of that, along with the
I kind of didn't notice the man only. I was so focused on the book. And now that you're mentioning it, I'm recalling saying, हाँ वहाँ कोई बैठा था. But I think I was so focused on the पीछे का thing, I didn't realize
it was easy to miss because it was very small. It just came and went. Blink. But so that was happening even in the other people's visuals, especially Aghor's also, Ikka's also, and this one with the scenes that were set visually were very. The messaging was very subtle but strong,
hard hitting.
So, and very starkly different from each other, you know. So that happened. I was through and through thinking each verse is strong, like there is strength in the lines of every one of them, doing full justice to the theme of the song and the Sankiness of it. But what kept me completely like mind blown and hooked was what Sez was doing with the music in the background, because I think it was, I think, like, was it Raga's or Aghor's? I think it was Raga's. This like string thing started happening, and I felt like, is this a cello that's being like played really roughly? You know, like I was just like, what is this instrument? There was something happening in the back, and how that changed with Aghor's thing. And then Seedhe Maut ke time pe wo bahut hi slow melodic almost ho gaya, aur unke verse ke second half mein it picked up. You know, I was just like, Sez, man, this guy is like, he's a master, because you can't do justice to a track like this with all the artists and their different sort of zones that they want to hit in their verse. It's, and keep it sounding like one track. But put so many variations in. I was like, there's so much happening in terms of the layers, sonic layers in this track. Man, Says, seriously, where does it end? Where does it stop? I don't think it ever does. The upping the game, you know, it just doesn't.
Need to do
stop with
special
him.
mention for Raga's voice, man. That was Raga or Nina?
I'm coming to,
You said, oh man, his voice. Oof.
I liked his verse the best in this, just because one, the voice, and there was just this vibe. By the time his verse came in, I got into the song. I was just like, oh my God. And then the hook in this, I'm sure, like, I think Ikka must have written the hook, and also I think it was just one voice on the hook now. Maybe I think it was his only. The hook was it kept the different verses together. It kept the vibe of the song really powerful and strong from start to end. And it was just, when Seedhe Maut ended, Seedhe Maut's bit I liked. I think after Raga, that was my other favorite. But the way they ended it, and then the Sanki was going on, I was loving it. I was loving it. But I was also thinking that this is a Londo ka song. Sorry, I never use that word. Very rare. This is like maybe the first time I'm saying this.
It is the impact of listening to so much hip hop. Hone hi wala hai.
So I'm just saying, this is an all out and out boys party. I mean, I'm not saying girls will not listen to it, but it is by the boys, for the boys, and of the boys. whatever they're saying in the track, and it's
Correct.
it's like hum Delhi ke hain aur waise hain, like
boys club thing. Correct.
It's just about the boys, because the boy and I, you know what, I have to say this, like I was watching an interview of 47, and he said a very nice thing in that. He's like, you know, most of my songs are for the guys because I've spent most of my time only with guys. My most of my contact with like a girl
Interaction has been
or
with,
feminine energy has been through girlfriends. You know, but that group mein hanging out casually with girls has happened very rarely. So he said that's not because of any, like, I'm not being sexist, it's just my reality. So those are the things I relate to, so then I can write about those things, which is fine, which is like understandable. You can't force someone to say, why are you not making songs that are, I mean, it is
why you don't
is.
have that experience in your life, why you don't have friends who are girls and you hang out
why
with
can't
them?
you write songs about girls and about girls? So anyways, I get, like, after hearing that, it really put this like understanding in my mind, because the whole time, you know, I was also wondering, like, what happens, like, why is it so guy focused? But it is what it is. It is who the artist is, and it is the life experiences. So that's cool. It's fine.
I also saw you getting very uncomfortable when Aghor's thing was going on. Like, you know, the whole visual was going on. So I thought twice I saw you and you were like, I was like, I have to ask her later what she was thinking at that point.
It was those eyes and all. Yeah, it was like all that witchcraft happening, and then the black eyes coming in, and I was just like, "Ye kuch zyada ho raha hai." Like, I'm not ready.
That was completely demon possession. No, like if anybody's watched Supernaturals or has seen Constantine or anything, like immediately you're like, demon possession. Yeah.
So there's a reason I don't watch those things. It just disturbs.
Sorry.
I know you are. She's the type who watch killer documentaries to fall asleep. So, you know, like murder documentary.
I can't even say no.
I will not get sleep, so I don't watch. Anyway, so coming back, Ikka's verse, I feel like he's completely the first couple of lines with the Jungli Kutta, I felt like this is in that zone of Jungli Kutte.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like, okay, we are aiming for that zone.
Or maybe it was a shout out for that. Yeah.
Maybe it was. I'm sure it was actually. So nicely done.
उन्होंने literally जंगली कुत्ता ही डाल दिया. I was like, whoa, amazing.
But well pointed out. I feel like we've not heard the album in its entirety. We've heard Dhoop Chhao, we've reacted to it. We've heard Top Off, which was drill, and now we've heard this. Every song is different zone. So far I am like, props to the album and for the, you know, the versatility on it. Nicely it is going. We are liking it. So let us know what else we should get to, what you liked about this song, whose verse was your favorite, visually what disturbed you and what didn't, and is this your next boys anthem? Let us know that also. Comment below. DM me for requests. Miss Bola is there. This is how you support this channel. We'll see you in the next one. Live long and prosper.
Sanki